Parlay Pals time. We're back, baby. Second pay-per-view sans Frankie. And this all started.
We're keeping track.
Yes, this all started after Thanksgiving, right? Black Friday. It was Black Friday for the world, and it was Black Friday.
Black Friday for Frank. Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh. All right, here we go.
All right, how are we feeling? Let's randomize the
five in a row? Five in a row? Yes?
Yep, 5 in a row.
Here we go,
Going
baby.
for 6. Going for 6 in a row.
We should just stop keeping count. It's just going to go on forever.
Yeah, let's get it going. Randomizing now.
Why do I feel like I'm always last these days?
Let's go one more time because I feel like this has been the exact order for
I feel
4 straight weeks.
I'm always first. I'm always first, and you're always last.
Let's randomize that bad boy one more time. This will be the final one. Glitches in the system here of the randomizer.
This is perfect because if I blow it, I can just blame that.
Oh, Ariel's still coming last. You want to just trade with me, Ariel? I'll go last.
I feel like there's picks on this card.
Oh,
no, that's fine. Go ahead. Do your thing, baby.
I'm gonna lean on you guys to carry the odds on this one because I'm gonna take the massive favorite this week. I'm gonna be the one that gets all the flack on social media that everyone's just like, this guy, I can't believe it. I'm gonna head to my favorite page on DraftKings Sportsbook, entire website. That is the alt total rounds. And I'm going to head to my guy. You already know what it is. Jailton Almeida. I'm going to take the under 2.5.
Can I take him to win?
Nope.
No, unfortunately not now.
It's crazy. All right.
What's the line on that? I missed it.
Big old minus 800.
I see minus 900.
That's for him.
No, he took the under 2.5.
Oh, got it. All right. Why would you just take it?
Let me just ask you the logic. Does that mean you're less confident in him to win the fight? Because the odds are roughly equal. You're more confident that if somebody wins, it's going to be some kind of finish.
My confidence in it being a finish is sky high.
Much higher.
Sky high.
I like that.
Because there's always, slip on the banana peel, something happens. Shamil can knock people out. Don't think it's going to happen. But if it does, we're covered either way. Now it's on you guys to bring this odds down.
By the way, why not just take him to win? It was just an extra minus 100.
You just...
Oh, he's more confident in the bet. That's what I just asked him.
I know, but it's just...
I'll hit you in the group chat. It ends in the first round, and everything's cool.
This is why you left.
Frank, is that why you left? Or is it because retired and now we're on a...
We had a mental breakdown after Kayla Harrison lost.
All right.
No, it makes perfect sense. I asked for the explanation. He provided a very good one, and it makes a lot of sense.
That leads us to you, Ariel.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it down, but not a ton. I'm gonna bring the number down. I'm gonna take Jessica Andrade money line.
Ooh, Jessica Andrade against Lauren Murphy. What is the line?
Minus 460 for Jessica Andrade currently.
Minus 460. So just her to win straight up.
Straight up.
Straight up. Now tell me, do you really want to love me forever? All right. Yep. Okay. Well, I was thinking about that one as well. By the way, if you took, I guess no, that would defeat the purpose. What a stupid question. I'm not even going to repeat the question. How do you guys feel about Thiago Moises?
I like that.
Can I tell you the one that I'm leaning towards? It's Josiane Nunes against Zarafan.
Yeah, Zarafan has been off for
in Brazil
3 years.
Yeah,
she's been dominated in both of her UFC appearances so far, and now she's fighting one of the heaviest hitters in the division. Thiago Moises is getting a short notice opponent. I don't mind either of those. What I did do for the people,
tell me.
I knocked it down to under 1.5. Huge odds difference.
Oh, wow.
I think it ends in the first round, if I'm being honest with you.
You talking about Jalton?
Yeah, Jalton has 17 pro wins, 15 in the first round. That takes it down to minus 355.
Oh, wow.
Big difference.
Okay, well, now we're going to be big plus money if no matter what he picks here.
How do you feel about Cody Stamann?
Big reach disadvantage.
Yeah.
Should have the wrestling advantage.
How do you feel about Terrence McKinney?
That's a dicey one.
I'm not... I'm not loving that one as a coin flip.
It is our boy.
Yeah, it's a coin flip.
T-Rex, but you know what he's gonna do? He's chaos. He's get or be got. I mean, he's an absolute stud. I love his fighting style, but there is always the risk that he does get got.
I think there's a lot of value there. I don't think it's for this parlay.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. What about Gregory Rodriguez? What? How do you guys feel about that one against Bruno Ferreira?
I liked your first two picks. I liked your first two.
Your first
Thiago or
your first two Connor goes. I like those, and I like those too. We're just doing the whole.
Listen, I'm just trying to cover all my my bases here.
Yeah.
Look, Connor's taking one for the team for the second week in a row.
Yep.
And he's bumping down what the bet was. So that like you're in a position where you can take anybody. You can take anybody you want.
Okay, so
the odds are going to be decent.
It's down to Thiago Moises and Josiane Nunes. Frank,
we'll leave it to you here. We'll leave it to you here.
I thought maybe Frank wanted to weigh in.
Not until allowed back in.
By the way, it's a featherweight fight, Josiane, so that feels big. I'll go with Josiane Nunes.
There it is. Did being the bigger favorite play into that at all?
No. You know, Moises a little up and down. I know he's faced some tough competition. So
that gets us to minus 115, not even plus money.
Wow. I'm surprised.
Well, we took a minus 460, minus 355 in a money.
Yeah, I took a bigger one than I usually do.
Okay, so let me ask you, if I would have taken Thiago, what would it have been?
If you had taken Thiago Moises, that would have got us to minus 103. Not a monster difference.
Yeah.
I want you to go with
trust your gut.
Stick with your first instinct. We're trying to keep this rolling.
Yeah, we're going.
As you said last week, we're just looking for a dub here. So
listen, we're just winning. It doesn't matter if it's minus 300 if we keep winning every single week. You're picking up ducats. All right, let's just keep winning.
Minus 115. That's the parlay.
That is it.
Raj, Shamil,
let's go.
Under 1.5.
By the way, when's the last time we've had two women's fights in the?
Maybe never. Maybe never. Two Brazilians though.
I feel like we've probably had them in some capacity with like overs.
I feel like we may have lost. I feel like one week you took
we might have blown it. Yeah,
and I took someone else, and like they both lost in horrific fashion.
Can I tell you what's giving me pause? Like women's featherweight just seems like the great unknown. You know?
Yeah, that is true.
And even power. I even feel like the line in women's, like who knows what anything is in women's featherweight.
This is a huge
it's like 2000 MMA.
But like,
you have it is fair to say you have
what does she pose?
Yeah. You have the least info, right? So if
that's a good point.
If your strategy, if your thought process is I need to know all the information and that's going to allow me to feel safer about my bet, then yeah, women's featherweight is probably not the division to pick because you know the least info on all of these athletes. So
also, I'd love to know why they're booking a women's featherweight fight.
Amanda Nunes
couple fighters trying to make a run to the top.
Come on, there's no one trying to make a run to. There's no top. What is the top?
Amanda Nunes is the champ still. They haven't vacated that.
All right. I mean, I guess she is still the
it's
champ.
still a division for now.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, it
is or it isn't.
I'm legit trying to think. It was the last women's featherweight fight, the Megan Anderson fight.
Yeah, it's like
You mean the title fight?
Yeah, but it's not.
Yes.
Like it's not.
That was the last title fight.
I mean, when the hell was that? That was like 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
She was rocking. Speaking of a cool jersey, the KC Monarchs one.
Yeah,
that was nice.
Yeah, it was UFC 259 defended the women's featherweight title.
Well, that was 2021, right?
March 6th. Yep.
Yeah.
So now by the time Amanda defends the next time, it will be 2 years.
You think she defends?
Or Amanda.
That's a great prediction to make for 2023.
Will there be a women's featherweight title bout?
What do you guys say? Yes or no?
I say no.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
no.
why is
I say that division gets folded up. I just don't see the long-term prospect for it. There is none.
There is none.
They don't update
Yeah, but I'm
rankings.
saying now it's premature because there still is a belt technically,
There's still women fighting in the division too. Look at Josiane Nunez and Sarah Dos Santos.
It's a big fight. Can't wait for it.
Fight. Yeah.
Let's get the 283 picks from GC. How about that? Is that okay with you?
Sounds great to me, man.
Sorry for springing this upon you, but this is why we have these segments in our back pocket.
You don't got to get ready if you stay ready, as they say. Right?
Wow. Shout out to Conor McGregor. That's a good one. That's a good one. You know what? Yeah. By the way, what is Neil Magny? What is he?
Big underdog.
Big underdog. How big?
Yeah. Like minus, like a plus 400 almost.
I see a 370 here.
Our good friend Jet on No Bets Bar took Neil Magny by decision plus 700. Yeah,
wow.
He's plus 380 right now. Huge size advantage. I mean, big time. Like, I think it's
Burns fought at 55.
I think it's 5 inches of height, 9 inches of reach.
Wow. By the way, that's probably the pick, right? Neil Magny decision.
If you were going to bet Neil Magny, I mean, you mentioned to him how many wins he has by decision. Like that's usually his path to victory. Wouldn't be surprised. Out volumes him, clenches him up.
All right, what do we got?
All right, let's start it off. Your girl for the Parlay Pals.
Oh yeah, you didn't mention this. You sold me.
Yeah, like I don't like to push you too much. I give you I like it.
Well, this is what I was looking for. I was looking for that confirmation.
So this is just the under 2.5. I do have Nunez in a separate parlay as well. I mean, my biggest thing is just what is Zara Farn going to have to offer Josiane Nunez? I mean, she's been off for 3 years. I don't know if she's 39. I don't know if she's 36. ESPN and UFC have her listed as 39. Wiki, Tapology, and Sherdog have her listed as 36. Either way, she's aging. She's had 2 UFC fights. She's 0-2. She was finished in the first round in both of them. Now she's getting one of the hardest hitters in the division. Josiane Nunez, yes, she won by decision last time out against Ramon Pascual, but she dropped her twice, had her hurt, looked like she could have gotten her out of there, and then her 6 wins before that were all by knockout in either the first or second round. I think she likely finishes Farron here and gets her out of there, especially in front of that Brazilian crowd.
I should have taken the under.
Well, I think Nunez gets it done regardless, so I like having the win factor just in case, if Farron does last the 15 minutes. I do think she gets it done here. Next up, our first Brazilian bet. It is our man Warlley Alves. Felt pretty good about this one. Nicholas Dalby is getting up there in age. He's 38 years old. He struggles in the first round. Has been dropped 4 times in the first round in his 9 UFC fights. Warlley Alves, he can start well, man. He's got knockout power. His last 3 wins are by KO, TKO. But Jed Meshew made me aware of something that has now made me nervous about this bet. Nicholas Dalby, 4-0 against Brazilians in his career. This will be his second time fighting in Brazil, too. I mean, if he wins here, that moves him to 5-0. He's just the Brazilian slayer. I don't know. I'm a little bit more nervous about this one, but altogether, it's all going to come down to that second round. Dalby finishes fights well. Warlley Alves fades in fights. Vice versa for the starting. Dalby starts slow. Alves starts well. I think it's all going to come down to that second one. But I'm gonna side with Warlley Alves. He's gonna have a huge power advantage. Dalby has 0 finishes in the UFC. He's got the age advantage. I think he's good enough to get this done. He is sometimes inconsistent, but I'm gonna trust him to get this done in a pretty close coin flip fight. Next up,
by the way, Nunez Brazilian as well.
Oh yeah,
you said that was your first Brazilian pick.
Yeah, true. She's just in a parlay. Straight money line.
Oh,
first
I see.
one.
I mean.
You'll see a theme as we go through these
right.
When it comes to the Brazilians. Next up, you mentioned him, our man, T-Rex Terrence McKinney.
Yeah.
Gonna be an electric fight. I don't know who's gonna win. I hope Terrence McKinney gets it done. But one thing I know about Terrence McKinney, they say agent of chaos. He is not an agent of chaos. He is the CEO. He is the king of chaos. I don't care how many decisions Bonfim has been to. All that matters is Terrence McKinney is in the ring. He is going to push the pace. He's going to push the aggression. 17 pro fights for him. 15 have ended in the first round, win or lose. 7 of his 17 professional fights have ended in the first 60 seconds. And in his last 8 fights combined, 8 fights, they've lasted a whopping 10 minutes and 34 seconds. That is an average fight time of 1 minute and 19 seconds. Under 1.5. Going to be insane. Looking forward to this. And then we roll right in. The fact that we're getting McKinney and Jailton Almeida back to back, this is where you plan your bathroom breaks. Jelton Almeida, round 1. Connor, you can't play him at minus 900. I had to find a way to play him. Play him every time he fights. Playing minus money on a round 1 seems ridiculous. Yes, I actually agree with that. It seems ridiculous until you look in the stats. Jelton Almeida, last year, need I remind you, 3 fights, 3 first-round finishes, had 1 significant strike landed on him on those 3 fights combined. It's absolutely ridiculous what this guy's been doing. On the flip side, Shamil, he's struggled of late. 3 losses, all by finish, all by KO, TKO. All 5 of his losses in the UFC have been by KO, TKO. Last time out, in the first round against Sergey Pavlovich, Jelton Almeida, 17 pro wins, 15 of them coming in the first round. I like this line at minus 150. I kind of like his KO prop as well. I saw it at plus 300. I think it's come down to plus 250. There's a world where he just gets him on the ground and just pounds him out. I mean, Shamil's got like a 47% takedown defense. It's gonna happen quick. Love watching Jelton Almeida fight. Can't wait to watch him go to work this weekend. Gonna be a banger. You'll see a trend here, not just Brazilians. I also like a lot of unders. I like a lot of violence. I think this is going to be a really exciting card. RoboCop, short notice in Ferreira. Ferreira, all of his wins are by knockout. He has never seen the over 1.5 in his career. Sure, Gregory Rodriguez has tended to go a little bit later, but if you look at him, 7 of his last 9 have not gone to a decision, and only 1 of those went over the 1.5. So 6 of his last 9 going the under 1.5. Ferreira, his entire career has been under 1.5. So I think these guys are going to come in here, chuck them, and someone is going to go down. Ferreira, all his wins by finish. So I do think this one goes short. We'll keep it going with another under. On to the main card. Walker versus Craig. I will take the under 1.5. So here's the thing with this one. This one makes me kind of nervous. This one is either going to be fireworks, it's going to be crazy, big punches, we're going to get some wild grappling exchanges, or it's just going to be a ridiculous fight where Paul Craig gets hit, he goes to the ground, he butt scoots, Johnny Walker asks him to get up, then they kind of stare at each other, and it ends up somehow going the 15 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised. We've seen it happen in Paul Craig fights before. We've seen it happen in Johnny Walker fights. We've seen Johnny Walker go 25 minutes before. But I'm going to side with this one being fireworks. I think they're going to come out here in front of the crowd, perform for them, and either Johnny Walker gets the big knockout on Paul Craig, TKO, he's got the knees, he's got the kicks, or Craig takes him to the mat, breaks his arm, does whatever Paul Craig does. I mean, if it goes to the ground, Johnny Walker might be in serious trouble, but Paul Craig has 20% takedown accuracy. Johnny Walker, we saw his grappling skills last time out against Ian Cutelaba. I'm going to trust that he does get the knockout, which is why I will be taking Johnny Walker money line, open up the main card with a Brazilian money line. Next up, Jessica Andrade, Lauren Murphy, under 2.5. 2 unders on women's fights, but for me, this one, I mean, Jessica Andrade, she has to be one of the most vicious female fighters on the roster right now. I mean, she just creates chaos. 7 of her last 8 fights have not gone to the 3rd round. 5 of those ending in the 1st round. Like, her fights are just madness, and she has serious finishing capabilities, whether it's by knockout or by submission. Lauren Murphy, sure, she is tough, but she is aging as well. She's going to turn 40 this year. She's going to be at a speed disadvantage. She's going to be at an athletic disadvantage. I know she's got the size, but I think at some point, Andrade is going to catch her. Andrade is going to get her back. Andrade will do something to finish this fight in front of the Brazilian crowd. I took it at plus money. I like where that is. Next up, Figueiredo Moreno. I don't know why I put 2.5. This is 4.5. Flyweight championship of the world. It takes no explanation. I have to take the flyweight under here. It's just a principle that I have to live by. Plus, first fight decision, second fight finish, third fight decision. Sounds like we're doing the 4th fight for another finish. I will take the under 4.5. Quadrilogy. Yeah. Shout out. Yeah. That's what it is. That is the correct term for this one. And then next up, flip a coin. I mean, just flip a coin on who you want to side in this one. The last 2 fights I have been with Deiveson Figueiredo. Why stop now for the quadrilogy? We're in Brazil this time. I'm backing almost exclusively Brazilian fighters. I am all in for the home country in this one. So I'll be riding with Deiveson Figueiredo. I'm not going to go on some long soliloquy about how I have an edge or an advantage in this one. It's flip a coin, enjoy the fight. It's going to be awesome. Both these guys are going to have moments. Cannot wait for this one.
Also, I just saw the face-off. I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't.
Yeah, it's on the MMA fighting feed. I just saw it. I don't know if we can effort that. Maybe Frank can get that up there while you're going through the picks. But intense stuff, fun stuff. He's wearing, Figueroa's wearing the same glasses with the chain. Yes. He said they were Gucci's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tremendous. What a stylish guy. Also, he was wearing a New Era sweatshirt, which was cool. But then I noticed that he was flipping the strings behind. Is that a thing that the young kids do? Like that you don't want the strings down?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he's got different style than me. I love the New Era sponsorship, though. That hoodie was clean.
Does he have a sponsorship?
From his Instagram, it looks like it. He's like exclusively rocking like New Era hoodies and stuff.
Davison Figueiredo?
Listen, I don't want to report anything false, but like by deep diving on his Instagram, it seems like he's rocking a large amount of New Era products.
By the way, how do you feel about people? And my response may surprise you here: people who wear hoodies but tie the strings.
Not my thing. Get it? I get it though.
I like it.
Are you a string tire?
I'm not a string tire, but I'll do it. You know,
it's a nice style thing.
It's a nice style thing. I think it takes a certain level of confidence to pull that off.
Yeah,
I like it. I don't hate
Davison Figueiredo certainly has that. Shoelaces out, tuck them in.
Oh,
big
for me,
bow on them. Yeah.
No, I'm a shoelace tied guy. I just got an email, by the way. I don't know if you saw these, the Nike Montreal bagels.
Yes, you got those. I saw
them. Yeah, and I just got an email that it arrived.
Oh,
at my home.
Fantastic.
I don't know.
Is it going to come in the special box, or do you?
Yes, I saw the box. Did you see the box?
I thought you had to get the box like in Montreal stores only.
Oh, I don't know. I'm about to find out. But why did Nike do this? I don't know why.
It's cool.
It's gotten so much publicity too.
I can't lie too. A lot of your shoes are like wacky colors. These are like pretty neutral.
They're pretty neutral.
Go with anything.
Yeah.
I think they look great with the dark blue swoosh.
It's actually one of the only dunks that I have. Like I only wear SBs. These aren't SBs.
Dunks they're hot right now. That is for sure.
SBs I feel like are more comfortable. They got the fat tongue. You know
what
I
was gonna say? They're a little chunkier.
You know what I don't like? Like what's the difference between what is the word for like? There's the ankle one or the short one. I don't know the technical term. I'm not really.
High top.
High top, and what's the short one called? Low top.
I want to say it's low top, but I could be wrong.
I don't like when people like wear the high top and wear them and like the tongue sticks out like really big. You know what I mean? Like when you aggressively tuck your jean in so that the tongue sticks out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
too much.
It's like now we look crazy. I don't know. These are just my pet peeves. By the way, when I say these things, I'm not trying to offend people. People get really offended when I say these things. Like, Jesus, I'm not talking about you. I don't know who you are.
Well, there could be someone out there that like specifically every single time they put on their jeans, they punch the tongue out. And they're like,
I'm sorry.
And it's like, this is a direct.
I'm sure you don't like plaid person out there who does that, okay? And I do. So different strokes, different folks. Sorry, I didn't mean to...
No. This has been great. It's giving me a second to breathe, gather my thoughts back as we head into the main event.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be taking the under 2.5 in this one. I mean, the way that I see it, Jamal Hill finds the button and puts Glover Teixeira out. Glover Teixeira takes Jamal Hill to the ground and finishes him there. I think either way, I don't want to get overly confident because I saw no world where Yuri Prochazka, Glover Teixeira went the distance, and we were 30 seconds from that going the distance. 16 of Glover's 26 UFC fights under the 2.5. 6 of Hill's 8 have gone under the 2.5. I just have to go back to the fact, like, if Glover is having success, then I firmly believe that means he got this to the ground and he likely submits Jamal Hill. I mean, we saw him struggle against Thiago Santos, taken down 6 times. Yes, Santos couldn't really keep him down, but I rate Glover Teixeira much higher in that regard. And if he's not having success, if he can't get him down to the ground, then he's being forced to stand and strike with Jamal Hill. And I mean, that's a tough ask. That's a tough ask. And I imagine that Jamal Hill, with his youth, his speed, his athleticism, and his punching prowess, he will probably find the button of Glover Teixeira. But when it comes to the side, I'm going to lean on the side that he can get it to the mat, that Glover Teixeira can get it to the mat. Story is too perfect in front of the Brazilian home crowd. He gets it done. Everybody chanting his name, goes out, finally gets his flowers in front of the Brazilian crowd, and he gets this done.
Oh, wow. What a story. Does he retire?
I say no because of my future ticket, but like the story's too perfect. He takes off the gloves. He retires. People, he gets carried out on Alex Pereira's shoulders. Did they flip the script?
Yeah, I don't think he retires.
I don't think so either.
Nice story. Very hard, by the way, to fight for all these years, reach the mountaintop. This is when you can cash in and be like, all right, I'm out. You know?
Yeah.
It's a nice story for us, but like this is why you fight, to try to cash in as champion.
Yeah. For him too, if he wins, it's just like, I still got it, man. Who's next?
Yeah, exactly. Yuri, who I was
think
a minute away from.
I think he still wants another shot at Yuri for real. And then just to finish this off, a couple quick parlays. The BBFP, the big Brazilian favorite parlay, Josiane Nunez, Jotun Almeida, Jessica Andrade, Gilbert Burns. I talked up Neil Magny, but I do think Gilbert Burns, his well-roundedness, his finishing capabilities, his just overall skills as a fighter, I do think he gets it done. A little prop parlay, main event or co-main event over 1.5. Main event does not go to a decision, and then a little violence parlay for you. McKinney Bonfim under 2.5. Almeida Shamil under 2.5. Rodriguez Ferreira fight does not go to a decision. Those are my picks. A lot of units in action, and you can see me react to it all live. You can watch along with us.
Oh, there it is.
On Saturday night, 10 o'clock, 9:45 start.
I was just going to say, usually it's a little bit earlier, right?
Yeah, 9:45 start on the MMA Fighting YouTube channel. It looks like, I'm cutting it off here, not giving it its full flowers.
Oh, there it is.
Looking good.
The Hexter in town.
Hexter is coming in town. We'll have I'll be in Brazilian garb. I'll be looking good